My name's Priya and this is Walter, and today we'll be reading you Granny and Grandpa Pig's Day Out. Let's read! It was a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George were at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house, helping Grandpa Pig with his raspberry patch. Suddenly, a little bird swooped down and stole a raspberry. The little birds like your raspberries, Grandpa, said Peppa. So do I, puffed Grandpa Pig. Good job I'm here to make sure those pesky birds don't eat them all. Just then, Granny Pig came outside. I've had a wonderful idea, she said. Let's go camping. Ooh, said Peppa and George. Good thinking, Granny Pig, said Grandpa Pig. We can camp in the garden. I can keep my eyes on my raspberries that way. Actually, I thought we'd go to the beach, said Granny Pig. We love the beach, cheered Peppa. And that's not the best part, said Granny Pig mysteriously. Granny Pig led everyone to the shed. I thought it'd be fun to take this for the trip, she said, pulling off an old sheet. It's a shiny red motorbike, said Peppa. But what's the funny thing on the side? It's called a sidecar, Peppa, said Granny Pig. You and George can sit in it. Grandpa Pig and I went on lots of motorbiking adventures when we were younger, said Granny Pig. We camped on mountains, in the jungle, and even on an iceberg. Ooh, cried Peppa. This is going to be so much fun. Soon, everyone was packed and ready to set off. It is very important to be safe when you're on a motorbike, said Granny Pig. You must always wear a helmet. I'm wearing a helmet and goggles, said Peppa. Granny Pig started the engine. Vroom, vroom. It's very loud, shouted Peppa. She began to sing. Granny's motorbike goes vroom, vroom, vroom all day long. When they arrived at the beach, Granny Pig said, this looks like the perfect spot to camp. She pressed the button and boing! A tent popped out from the motorbike. A magic tent, cried Peppa. Amazing! Yes, Peppa, said Grandpa Pig, chuckling. The motorbike is everything we need. Even my raspberries, finished Grandpa Pig. He opened a special flap on the tent. I like to see those pesky birds get at them now. Suddenly, squawk! Oh dear, a cheeky seagull had spotted Grandpa Pig's raspberries. Perhaps it's time to explore the shore, children, said Granny Pig. Squawk, squawk. When they reached the shore, Peppa and Granny Pig played in the water. Suddenly, Peppa spotted something on the sand. What's that? Said Peppa. George lifted up a piece of rope. Treasure! Sometimes things that are in the ocean wash up on the beach, explained Granny Pig. Sea treasure, cried Peppa. Peppa and George searched for more sea treasure. Look, Granny, said Peppa, showing off some shiny shells. How wonderful, said Granny Pig, smiling. But when another wave came in, more things washed up. And those things were not treasure. They were rubbish. A plastic bottle, gasped Peppa. And another, and another. They must have been in the sea, said Granny Pig sadly. They don't belong there. Let's clean them up, said Peppa. Peppa and George picked up lots of bottles. Oh, said Peppa. This one has something inside. It looks like a message, said Granny Pig, opening it. Hello, my name is Little Reggie Rabbit. I'm on holiday with my mummy and daddy, she read. There's a telephone number, cried Peppa. Can we ring it, please? Granny Pig dialed the number and passed her phone to Peppa. Ring, ring. Hello, said a voice on the other end of the phone. Grampy Rabbit speaking. Can we talk to Little Reggie Rabbit, please, said Peppa. "There isn't a little Reggie Rabbit here," replied Grampy Rabbit, "but there is a big Reggie Rabbit." "Oh," sighed Peppa, "we found a message in a bottle from little Reggie Rabbit." "That was my message, Peppa," said Grampy Rabbit. "I threw it into the sea when I was very small." "You must not throw things into the sea, Grampy Rabbit," Peppa gasped. "I know that now," said Grampy Rabbit. "There's too much rubbish in the ocean. Thank you for cleaning it up." "That's okay," said Peppa. "We found lots of sea treasures too." "Sea treasures, said Grampy Rabbit. "Perhaps you can make something from what you've picked up. I love recycling old junk into useful things." After the phone call ended, Peppa, George and Granny Pig went back to the tent to see Grandpa Pig. "These cheeky seagulls won't leave my poor raspberries alone," he said. "If only I had something to shoo them away with." "I know," said Peppa. "We can use our sea treasures to make something to keep the birds away." Peppa, George, Granny and Grandpa Pig began to build a bird scarer. They used Peppa's shells, George's rope and the old bottles they picked up on the beach. Soon the bird scarer was complete. "The wind shakes the shells and bottles," explained Peppa, "and the noise of them hitting together shoos the birds." "My raspberries are safe at last," cheered Grandpa Pig. "Thank you, Peppa and George." The next morning, it was time to go home. Grandpa Pig packed his raspberry patch and the bird scarer too. "Next time we go camping, you'll have to find more sea treasures," he told Peppa and George. "Then my whole garden will be safe." Everyone laughed. Peppa loved sea treasures. Everyone loves sea treasures. Thank you so much for joining me to read tonight. I hope you have a great night, and if you'd like to see my next book, remind Mum and Dad to subscribe. See you next time.